Hi, I'm Doug and I'm your tech support representative for Atlantic British, and on this video we're going to show you how to replace the outer trim panel on the A-pillar on a Discovery 2, 99 to 2004. Now this is just an outer trim panel that covers the structural part of the body that supports and holds the windshield on the front. Now this is always be referred to as the A-pillar, and then just as a note, as you work your way down the vehicle you would have B-pillar, C-pillar, D-pillar. And it's normally how they're always referenced. Now it's a relatively easy job. We stock both the trim panel and the replacement plastic components to hold them in place. What you're going to start with is a small punch, small hammer if you have one, rubber mallet or anything else will also do. And you'll see 3 plastic rivets that hold the back side of this little piece of trim in place. And you're just going to put the punch in the center, give it a tap. You're going to knock in the center of each rivet. You'll hear it fall down inside the A-pillar. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about that. It's simply the way they're designed. And you can take a piece, and I suggest go with a plastic piece or trim piece, because this tool, being plastic, isn't going to scratch the paint or damage the weather strip, because you are going to pry against it a little bit. And you just need to get up underneath and lift out a little bit, which will lift the pin out, and then simply grab it with your hand. Same thing with the uppers. If you can get in behind the piece of trim, pull the weather strip down, you should be able to get in behind it. Lift out just a little bit and then release, and the head of the plug will hang out. And same thing on the last one. Just simply lift out a little bit, release. And of course the last one wants to be a little difficult. There. And this is essentially what it's going to look like when you pull it out. The center is missing. It's nothing more than just a 4-legged little piece of plastic pin, and that's all that holds them in place. Now all you have is 3 spring clips on the back side that hold this in place, and you can see it's already loose even with the plastic rivets out. Again, get up underneath. This is the beauty of having these plastic tools, is that you're not going to cause any damage. And you'll hear it release from the spring clip. And there you are. Okay, so now we have the new piece of trim that we're going to install on the vehicle. Before we do that, you're going to remove the 3 snap clips that are mounted on the A-pillar underneath. We no longer need these. As you'll see, you get 3 new ones on these trim panels. And essentially how this works is when you're going to reinstall this, you're going to take the back side of this trim piece and insert the back of the panel, and these rounded tabs on the clips are going to reach over the top of this raised area and snap in place. It's pretty much a one-shot deal. So we'll show you how. You're going to start by inserting the bottom down behind the hood and the front fender. Raise this up and line up the holes for the push pins. And then you're going to push forward on this to get those clips to raise up and around. Alright, so now that we have the trim in place, I've already installed the 2 bottom pins, and we'll just show it's nothing more than just 4 spreading legs. Line them up with the hole, give them a little wiggle. You want to fully seat the main body of the rivet up into the trim piece. Make sure they're all fully seated, and then you can take the handle of the hammer and just simply tap that in until it's flush. I prefer the rubber mallet because it's easier on my hands. And there you are, brand new trim piece. Looks good and should last for quite a while. It's certainly not going anywhere. These you can order through our salesman We have both the trim piece and the plastic pop rivets in stock. Call at any time at 1-800-533-2210, and our salesman will be happy to help you. There you go.